See you, Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States, Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees have been removed, but really that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good chance at one. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Relatively short par 4, second hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee here? It's probably not driver.
It certainly isn't. You need a decent yardage in for your second shot, so you don't really want to hit it past those last of the 6 bunkers on that right side. It leaves a shot of 100, 110 yards. There's another tee box a little further up where they can make it like drivable at 265 yards, but for such a short hole, this is sort of a fearsome one. You always feel like you're making a mistake when you're putting the ball on the tee.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. So here we are at the third hole, par 4, again 428 yards. Frank, have you ever seen anything quite like the bunkering that we have here on the left side of this hole?
No, the church pews, they're famous obviously for Oakmont, and they have that tendency to drag your eye to that left side. Really, you hit anything that you can get off on the fairway off this tee, whether it's a long iron, I don't care what it is. If you want to try and hit driver down there, well, good luck, because this really is about the second shot. Somehow avoid that trouble there so you've got a second shot.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Birdie try up next. Just a couple of feet. Watches that one go in as well to get to -3 for the championship. And now back over to the fourth. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play.
Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power?
Wow. John Daly, take a back, big fella.
Golf
How
ball.
about that drive?
Shout out to him and Torch,
Is it
superhero.
stopped?
Shout out for Marvel.
It's still
And also
going.
my girl Brie Larson's got the Marvel. She flames on too.
What a
But you're proud of
tremendous
Cosmos.
display of power and precision. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
He'll need to be strong with this. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. And now the fifth hole, short but challenging par 4, 382 yards, and it obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way. Down the hill from here, Frank probably going to go with one club less. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. Par 3 sixth here at Oakmont. Frank, it's changed a bit since you played here in the U.S. Open back in 1994.
Yes, it has, Rich. They used to have a bunker behind this green, sort of back left. They've removed that now and actually increased the back of this green. I'm not going to say it makes the hole that much easier. It just gives them a few more places to cut a flag when they choose to stick it in the back.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. The par 4 7th, 434 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, it's rhythmic
Golf
at the same
ball.
time.
Shot the Human Torch. And my girl Brie Larson has Captain Marvel. She flames on also.
It is
Power
always
to
easier to
Cosmos.
play it from the short grass, and that is where he has been all day. Just laser-like off the tee. Hasn't missed a fairway. Good swing, good shot yet again. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. How about that? 4 under par.
And there it is. My excellent putt. My excellent putt. My perfect
Frank,
putt.
par 3/8. It will take a player's very best
Perfect execution by
strike.
me.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. That's a dropped shot. Now coming back down to earth, Frank.
Well, you can only fly so close to the sun for so long before your wings start to melt.
Rounding out the front nine here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green in 2.
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop, just stand still for a second, almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. But you have to like that. 4 under. Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can just a wedge in here. If you're not as fortunate, you leave it hanging up.
Come on now.
It plays 200 yards for yourself.
Golf ball. Shot the Human Torch. And Montgomery Lawson's got them over. She flames on too. The Cosmos.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont, it's a lot of golf hole at 667 yards.
It's the hardest par 5 that I've ever seen or played that doesn't have water. It starts with that tee shot. The whole fairway slopes left to right. Just to get the ball on the fairway, you've got to draw the ball against the slope.
Golf ball.
The same problem exists with
Shout
the
out to Human
second and
Torch.
third shot.
And Montgomery Lawson's got them over. She flames on also. Get the power out of Cosmos.
Just tattooed that. Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. This has just been an outstanding performance in strong winds. To play this well, Impressive. Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just a couple of feet. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Well, Frank, what about this par 3 13th? Measures 183 yards.
It has a little bit of a crescent-shaped green, but it looks like the green should shape that way, but the actual contours of the green go in the opposite direction. The only good thing about that is chances are you've got an uphill putt.
Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, once you're on the green, I think you know this. The idea is to keep it on the green. This one's on the fringe.
Oh,
No way!
let's go.
Hold it, Frank.
Great picture.
That's how I get it done. Perfect execution by me. Let's keep it going. Keep doing it.
14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good-looking shot right here. What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. From about 8 feet. Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, then that score's going to rack up very quickly.
That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Well, how about this hole, Frank? 499-yard, par 4 15th, all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. The church pew's down the left. It's about 340 yards to get all the way past them, so that's not really an... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Golf ball.
Did you hear that?
Shout out to him and Torch. And also my girl Brie Larson has kept them off. She flames on too. With the power of the
That is a
cosmos.
fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Settles in over the putt. How about 7 under par now? Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole, and you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of the screen. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. He needs this for par. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Frank, here we are at the 17th. It's only 313 yards. That's a par 4, by the way. Nowadays, that could be a par 3. What's the right way to play this hole, or does it simply depend on where you are in the championship?
I think it depends on where you are in the championship. Sometimes people try and hit drivers at drivable par 4s. Believe it or not necessarily to make birdie, but it's the easiest option to make 4. One of the problems here at 17, if you do lay it up and the flag is on the right side, you turn it into a very, very difficult short par 4. And that's the reason why people often try and drive these greens.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is another laser right at the flagstick.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
On fire right now, 7 under par.
This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to
You
Nicklaus
say
to
we're on
Miller
fire
to
right now?
Bells, made their footprint. Don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead.
Shout out to my
What
girl who
a
lost
view,
this, got the moment. She
and what a
flames on
moment for the
also.
championship.
The power of the cosmos. Come on now. Flame on. Golf ball. Shout out to David Torch. And also, my girl Brie Larson's got the marvel.
He has
She
just
lands
a
on
camel's
two.
drive here at the 18th.
The power of the
Now he's in a
cosmos.
really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. These putts keep the round together. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be.
Alright, CBT Naruto, over and out.